Hi guys, so I made a video yesterday about a ritual called Febura, which occurs on February the 15th, where they sacrifice a goat and a dog. And I compared that to the iPet goat video at the beginning, where we see the image of a goat and a dog in the same frame, which could indicate that they're pointing us to February. Along with all the other things I pointed out, if you haven't seen it, go and watch the last couple of videos. You'll understand why I think February has a lot of importance in this video. But yesterday I received a comment from a subscriber, Martin TLATENCHI. Sorry if I got the surname wrong, but he basically pointed out that the word that we have here on the hangman, Evo TN or NT love backwards, could translate to a date. And he broke it down, and I was pretty amazed because, as some of you know, if you've been watching these videos, I pointed out a lot of connections to Valentine's Day and February the 14th, particularly with the love hearts, the F's down here, which if you reverse them is 7 and 7, which is 14, and then the F's could stand for February, and then the little break, you can't see it in this frame, but the little break that they have down here basically makes this a 7 and a 7 upside down. So you've got kind of like another reference to 7-7, which is 14, and then there's the line kind of extends down, so you could also make an F out of the last half of it, so that could be pointing to February the 14th again. However, in terms of the words, this is what I was shown, and I think it's quite a good catch, so that's why I'm making this video. The word itself could translate to February the 14th as well. So I've broken it down to show you exactly what I mean. So the letter E is the 5th letter of the alphabet, V is the 22nd letter of the alphabet, O is the 15th letter of the alphabet, and L is the 12th letter of the alphabet. T, if that is a T, because I know there's some speculation as to whether that's a T or an I, in this interpretation I'm going to look at it as a T because it fits. So if the T translates to 20 and N is the 14th letter of the alphabet, that would be this part of it, love, and then we got the break, and then we got the T, then we got another break, then we got N. So if we calculate the number of love, or Evo, it's 5 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 5 plus 1 plus 2, which equals 18. 18 would be the year 2018, the year that we're in, the year of the dog, the Wuji year, the time when the calendar's about to switch from yin to yang and all of that. The letter T is the 20th letter of the alphabet. Now we know that 0 has no value, so we minus the 0 and we're left with 2, which could equate to the month, February. And N, which is the 14th letter of the alphabet, could equate to 14. So if you take those numbers all together, forget about this part, that's just breaking down the letters up here. You've got 18 made out of the word love, 2 from the letter T, taking away the 0, and 14 from the N. If you reverse that, as they like to do, flip everything upside down, backwards to front, you've got 14 to 18, which is the 14th of February 2018. Now, I don't know if that is what they meant to do in this video, but considering the other references that I found to Valentine's Day before this was revealed to me, I think it's just another confirmation as to Valentine's Day. What's going to happen on that day, I really can't say, because there's so many different scenarios that it's impossible for me to say, oh, a tsunami is going to happen on that day, or an earthquake, or a volcano is going to erupt, or Donald Trump's going to get shot, or there's going to be an EMP attack, or there's going to be some major policy shift, or there's going to be some military action. I can't tell you exactly what is going to happen, but from what I'm seeing in this video, it looks like February the 14th is highlighted a lot, especially in the beginning of this video. And then February and March and April and June are referenced throughout the video as well. I'm focusing on February at the moment because that's the month we're in, and obviously if there's anything to occur in February, then that holds the most importance for me. So I just wanted to point that out. It is a good catch. to be honest, I don't know why I never saw it before, but this is how it works. You can watch this video 100 times, and on the 101th time, you can see something different. But thank you, Martin, for pointing that out. I feel like that's very relevant to the breakdowns that I'm doing, and I appreciate it. The other thing I wanted to point out is in relation to, let's go back. Oh, this is, hold on 1 second, sorry. Yep, is in relation to this particular image here. So this could be the goddess Shiva, as in the Hindu religion, or it could be the goddess Kali. Now, the difference between them is minimal. They're both blue characters. So this is Shiva, and this is Kali. I am more inclined to go with the theory that this is Kali, in the iPad God video that we're seeing, because of the destruction that I see in terms of this whole video. It's about destruction, and although Shiva does represent destruction as well, Kali is more destructive. So when I looked on Wikipedia at the description of Kali, one thing that stood out to me is Kali is often portrayed standing or dancing, and obviously in the video we see this deity from the Hindu religion dancing. So I'm just gonna get to that point and show you. So it has the look of dancing, kind of like break dancing sort of kind of thing. So that's where I feel that the image is more associated with Kali than it is with Shiva. That has some relevance, even though it's not Kali Day, because Kali, in this description it says Kali is often portrayed standing or dancing on her consort, the Hindu god Shiva, who lies calm and prostrate beneath her. Kali is worshipped by Hindus throughout India. So they're kind of basically linked together. You can see in this image down here. Let me make it a bit bigger. So you can see this image down here. This is a representation of Kali, and Kali, and that is basically Shiva that's beneath her. And in the religion, they have the image of Kali dancing, basically on top of Shiva. So on the 13th of February, there is a celebration in the Hindu religion called MAHA SHIVARATI, which occurs on February the 13th, 2018. And it's basically a day for them to celebrate this deity. And I am not 100% sure that this character is giving us a representation of a timeline in terms of February the 13th, then 14th and 15th and so on. But I wanted to point it out because it has direct references with the deity itself, which is Shiva or Kali. In this reference, Kali. So that's all I wanted to point out to you. It's not a very long video. It's not a lot of information to convey, but I think the main point that I wanted to point out is what Michael TLATENCHI pointed out to me, which is the combination of the letters that they've got here. The love, which is separate from the T, which is separate from the N, calculates to 14. The T itself calculates to 20, and you take away the 0, you got 2, and the N itself calculates to 14. So 14th of February 2018. At the moment, we're on the 11th of February, so there's not much time left. There's just 3 days until the 14th, so we'll see rather quickly if this date does have any significance in the real world. And from there, if there is confirmation, then we 100% know that things are definitely depicted in this video for a potential second 9/11 style event. Although I think it will be a much bigger event that takes place. So, you guys, that's the end of my video. Have a good morning, have a good afternoon, good evening, and God bless.